The first card you have for your past is Judgment. So, yeah, I think this could have been a time of just, I'm just seeing a lot of letting go, like these people in this card with their arms open, they're just letting go, they're letting it happen. They have no choice anyway. So I think with you, you were just letting go. A few things, actually, holding on to some hurt. I'm actually seeing that there was one big situation that you went through, and there was also another smaller one, both very, very tough situations for you, very difficult. And I think, I think you wanted to let go of this hurt from all of these things. I don't think it was any fault of yours that you hadn't let go. I think sometimes, we want to let go to things, or let go of things, I should say. Let go to things. And we want to let go. We really want to, but our minds don't let us, and our emotions won't let us. I mean, I've been through situations where it's taken me years to let go of things, and people have said to me, "Oh, just let it go, just move on." And I've tried to. I wasn't calling the person. I wasn't bothering the person. I wasn't doing anything. I was doing a million different busy things with my life. I was doing new things, fun things, everything else. But if someone's on your mind, or if something's on your mind, it's just on your mind. You can't click your fingers and make it disappear out of your mind. That just happens with time. Sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes a month, sometimes it takes a year, sometimes it takes several years, sometimes it takes a long time, years and years. It just depends on the individual, depends on the circumstances, depends on the situation. We are all each such individual people, and each experience that we have is unique to us. So there's no right amount of time or wrong amount of time. And I won't go on that rant anymore. I'm sorry about that. But yes, you were trying to let go. And I think toward the end of last year, you were trying. And I think now you might have, at this time that I'm seeing, you might now have been right on this path of really, truly, finally letting this go. So you still hadn't quite let it go, but you're way down the track of letting it go, if that makes sense. And I think you might have even channeled this hurt into some other project or some other direction, in the same way that maybe an artist might put all of their emotions into music or a painting or something like that. I think you took this hurt and you created something new with it. And that's what I see as a pattern with you. You take whatever hurt you have, whatever feelings you have, and you put it into some kind of work or some kind of purpose. And I really admire that about you. I think that's a really good thing about you. And I think you might still be working on whatever this is, but I think you worked your way through this hurt. And I don't know whether you're completely 100% over this or not, but you're definitely well on your way to being over this, if you're not completely. So the next card you have for your past is the Seven of Cups. So yeah, I think the problem was with all this, I think the main person in all of this, the person who really hurt you the most, I think, they had you feeling really confused. And I think they might have picked up on something that they saw in you, some kind of vulnerability or something like that. And I think what's really standing out to me is helpfulness. You're the kind of person who really wants to help people. You want to help the people you love. You have, endless patience with people who you care about. You forgive and you forgive and you forgive, and you overly forgive sometimes, to the point where, even when some terrible big things staring at you in the face, you still forgive. But I think now, after this, you're getting over that, or you've gotten over that, doing that. And I think what happened in this situation was this helpfulness might have led to your helplessness, or this feeling of helplessness inside yourself. And I think, whoever this was knew that you'd always be there, that you'd always be helpful, that you'd kind of forgive a lot. And they took advantage of that. I think they messed you around, they confused you. I mean, look at how confused this man is on this card. There are so many confusing options in front of him, but he's in the dark. He doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know what he's doing. I'm also getting this feeling of you thinking, what will I face today? So they might have had many different faces. You know, this on this card, there's kind of, you know, there's a victory wreath, there's love, there's a snake, there's a dragon. These are the options in front of this poor man. And I think there were different faces to this person, and you just didn't know which one you were going to find. And that's really, really stressful and really a horrible thing to go to. That's a very emotionally, very tough situation to be in. And yeah, this is what I'm seeing you were going through. You just didn't know what to expect from this person next. It's a really, really, it's like an almost powerless feeling, actually. But you took your power back. You took your power back. You left this. You did whatever. You got over this. You're a lot stronger now, or you were at this time, I'm seeing. And, you know, you won't let this happen ever again. I think giving and helping is definitely a part of your nature. It's a part of who you are. I'm not seeing that changing, which is a good thing. You're not turning into this hard, horrible person. But, you know, it's a two-way street, not a one-way street. And I think in future, you're going to wait for things to come to you instead of just bringing everything to someone else. I think it's a two-way street, and you're going to accept a lot from others, and you're going to just sit back and let them give to you. That doesn't mean you're not going to give anything to them. It just means it's going to be a lot more equal. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have for your past is the Star. So yeah, I think as you came out of this, you were taking care of yourself a lot more. Like this beautiful woman, you were maybe taking care of your health, maybe your appearance, you might have been going to the gym, you might have been doing things, you might have been changing your kind of clothes, hair, whatever else, just doing little things to kind of lift your confidence and make yourself feel a lot better. And I think that worked as well. And I think a lot of people see these kinds of things as being quite shallow and all of that, but they're not really. I mean, obviously, if you're very vain and you stare at yourself all day long, of course, yes. But if you do nice things for yourself to make yourself feel better, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, I do things like that and it makes me feel better, and then I'm happier and I'm more confident and I'm nicer to other people, and it kind of radiates out of me. So that's a positive thing, to take care of yourself. And, you know, I'm just thinking about the angle of this woman when we're looking straight across at her. It's like we're looking at her, but we're also slightly up higher than her. That's how I see her. It's a little bit like... it feels as if I'm kind of up in a tree, on a branch of a tree or something, looking slightly down at this woman. And it feels a little bit like spying to me, like I'm up in a tree spying on this woman. And I don't think anyone was spying on you, but I think someone might have definitely been thinking about you. I think this might have been a friend, actually. This was someone who was really missing you. I think they were missing your inner wisdom. They were missing your conversations. And I think, you know, they were missing this part of you that I think you have a very, very good mixture of emotional intelligence and being down to earth, if that makes sense, because I see that a lot in your readings. And also, if you look at this woman, she's pouring water back into the pond, and she's also pouring water onto the earth. So this is a mixture of earth and water. You have a down-to-earthness, if that's a word, and you have a lot of emotion as well, a lot of very deep, very kind of understanding of people's emotions. So I think that's what this person was missing. They were missing you in their life. And I think also maybe someone might have maybe this friend left you unexpectedly or something like that, or without giving you some kind of explanation. And again, I'm seeing this might be a friend, and I keep on seeing that, yeah, they miss talking to you. They miss your inner beauty. I'm not seeing physical attraction, because this is, yeah, I'm definitely seeing this as a friend. Yeah, this is an attractive woman, but that's not what I'm seeing. And I think you've had a lot of conversations with this person where you could have poured your heart out to each other, actually, like this woman's pouring her emotions. And I think this is someone who you've had a very deep connection with, actually. I think they'd like to contact you again. They'd like to connect with you again, but they're a bit afraid for some reason. And I think part of it is because they kind of might have left without any explanation. And there's a reason why they did that. I'm not saying that it is a justification. It's not nice to do that to someone, obviously. But there was some difficulty, they were having some hurt, they were having some problem they were having, and they felt that they couldn't tell you. And I think they just kind of disappeared. But I think that this is really troubling them, and I think they do really miss you, or they did at this time. So the first card you have for your present is the Knight of Pentacles. So again, yes, you're hard at work. I always see that about you in every one of your... I don't think I've had a reading that I haven't seen you working hard at something. And you know, I think you're working in your usual work, but you also have a lot of other projects that you're working on. You always have that as well. You always have several projects going on at the same time. This horse is bigger and stronger than any other horse, on any other card that has a horse in it, I should say. Any other horse. I think that dog barking put me off. I'll blame the dog. Yeah, this is a great, big, strong workhorse, and you are a great, big, strong workhorse. So no matter what goes on in your personal life, no matter what happens to you, you're always able to work. You work slowly, you work steadily, like this horse, and you don't stop very often. You're very driven. You're organized. You plan everything out. You're in control of things in your workplace. And I think a lot of people, when they go through emotional problems, they lose their heads around work. They start crying at work. They don't come in. They stay home. They can't do this. But I think when you go through any kind of emotional turmoil, you put your heart into your work, and that's how you get better. That's how you feel better. And I'm just seeing you at this time throwing yourself into your work, but you're doing some kind of reading or researching or something like that. Now it's around work. And I think you might have had the option of studying whatever this learning thing is formally or something like that, but you decided to just study this informally. For you, I think, I hope this is going to make sense. It's not about the qualifications for you. It's not about a piece of paper for you. It's about understanding the information, and it's about absorbing the information, and it's about enjoying the information for you and applying the information. It's more about knowledge than status for you. So I think when you do learn something, and I think this might be what you're doing right now, you're learning something, you're studying something, you're kind of researching something, and you could do this formally. You could easily do this formally and pass very quickly, but that's not what you're doing. You're just getting the information informally, because it doesn't mean qualifications and awards and rewards don't mean a huge amount to you. A lot of it is about the actual information and the learning and the knowledge and the enjoyment of learning that for you. That's what I'm seeing. But yes, you're on the right path with this. I think some of your progress might look a bit slow to other people, but you know exactly what you're doing. You're always in control of what you're doing, especially around work and things like that. So the next card you have your present is the Ace of Pentacles. Fantastic. I'm seeing some extra money actually coming into you. Now this could be coming in from one of these different businesses or projects or whatever these are that you have on the go, that you have at the same time. Now I think it might come from one of these sources. It's not coming from mainstream work, it's coming from something on the side. And this is going to come from something unexpected, because I think you have a lot of things going on, but I think this particular thing, it was kind of plodding along a bit. Maybe you were earning a little bit from it. It might have been a little thing you had, but you weren't expecting this big windfall coming from it, and it is going to be a windfall. If it hasn't come already. And I think what's going to happen is you're going to see this success come from that area, and that's going to encourage you to focus on that area. So it's going to be like a map to you, this money that comes in. It's going to be telling you, here is money coming from here, it's coming from this area, put more focus on this area, and don't focus on things that aren't working for you. I hope this is making sense to you. If this resonates with you, you know exactly, obviously you know exactly what I'm talking about. And This is telling me as well that you might have too many projects, too many things going on. So it's going to show you what to get rid of, what to kind of put aside and not put attention on, not put energy into, because you need to spend more of your focus and your attention on this actual thing that this Ace of Pentacles is handing to you. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is you might have, I think you're probably already in this, you might have a new love in your life. You might have a new relationship in your life. This is a very, very beautiful, nice, fun. I'm seeing fun around this, enjoyment around this. And I think this is also another message to you, to tell you to get some of these projects out of your life or put them aside if they're not giving you any any money or any kind of value at all. Put those things aside. You don't have to completely give them up altogether. You can just put them aside for now. Don't put any focus on them. Put focus on things that are working for you. Put focus on this source where this money's coming from. Put focus on this relationship. You're going to have to focus on this card. Look at what's going on. It's so busy. There's so much going on and it's so chaotic. Now, you're not chaotic. You're organized, but you have too many things going on. You have too many different projects going on, if this is resonating with you. And yes, again, you know, yeah, you're organized. You're not chaotic. You're not crazy like this card, but I think you only have a limited amount of time in your day. You only have a limited amount of time in your week, in your month, and you need to focus properly. You're too spread out at this time. So, yeah, I think you really need to look at smaller areas, less things, I'm trying to say, less things to focus on. I'm really repeating myself, but that's because this is really showing me the same thing. I'm also seeing this friend, this person in the Star card. They're probably still thinking about you. I'm seeing some kind of conflict that might have happened between you, or but I think they didn't tell you what the problem was. And I think at this time, for a long time, and even now, you probably struggle to work out why they separated from you, why they distanced themselves from you, why all of this happened. And sometimes this card looks like a puzzle. It's like one of those hidden object kind of puzzles where you can't find the hidden object because it's all very confusing. And so you might be looking to find the hidden object. You might be thinking, what aren't they telling me? Why did they do that? They were such a good friend. We poured our hearts out to each other. We were so close. Why would they suddenly act like this? Why have they changed so much? I can't find the reason. And again, I think this person is going to contact you soon. I think you'll find out this reason. Yeah, they are going to do that. And I think they might have something to confess. They have something to confess to you, and they will do that eventually. This was something that was hidden, and it's going to come out. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your future is the Four of Swords. So yes, I think this friend, whoever this is in the Star card, I think it is a friend. They have some kind of regrets. Sorry about that noise. Go away. Yeah, they have some... They still have, they have regrets, and they're worried about contacting you, but they want to. They're worried you'll be angry. They're worried you'll be upset. They're worried about revealing this to you. I think they might be trying to rest their mind and trying to kind of relax about this, trying to meditate, trying to think about how they're going to tell you this information. But I think, you know, it's still hanging over their head, like these swords are hanging over this man's head. But I think eventually you will have a conversation and you'll find out what this is. I do see them, they won't be able to hold this in. They're going to have to talk to you at some time, and they want to, and they miss you as well. I keep on seeing that. So they are going to talk to you about this. And I'm also seeing that this is time for you to have a rest yourself and just try and untangle everything, all of these different projects you have going on. I think get a rest, relax around this, meditate if you can, if this is something you do, and try and put the things that aren't really serving you at this time to one side, some of these projects, and focus more narrowly on the ones that are serving you. And yeah, it might even be that the money, you might have to kind of, it might be that you have to rest to let this money come in even. So it might happen one way, the money comes in and then you have to eliminate some things. Or it might be that you have to rest first, relax, take some breathing space, sort your stuff out, sort out your projects, put some things to one side and open your energy up to let the things, or open your time up, open yourself up to give it space to let this money come in. It might be that. Either way, you're going to have to kind of eliminate some things or put them aside. And also, this is showing me that you're going to have to take a rest and get rid of some of these things again to let this new person spend time with you, because I think you need to really give them a lot of time. This is a good person. This is a good person, this love connection I'm seeing that's around you. It's only early days I'm seeing, but this is a very good person. I keep on seeing that. So the next card you have for your future is the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, either way, this money's going to come in, whether you rest first or whether it comes in and then it forces you to, it is going to come in. You have the Wheel of Fortune. And but yeah, relax with it, relax and let it come in. That's what the Four of Swords is telling you. Relax, get rid of some things, relax, spend some fun time with this love connection, relax, let it come in. I keep repeating myself, I know. And I'm seeing honesty in this card as well. I don't normally see that in this card, but I'm looking up at this blue sky and the clouds and this open, beautiful sky, this openness. So this is showing me honesty. So I think you're going to have a very open and honest conversation with someone. And I think it is this friend in the Star card. And of course, with honesty doesn't always mean happiness. Sometimes it means some truths that you don't like. So there are going to be ups and downs in this when you have this kind of conversation. And I think, yeah, you haven't heard from this for a while, so you're going to have a lot to say. They're going to have a lot to say to you. Yeah, there might even have to be several conversations to get this out. But there are going to be ups and downs in your feelings in these conversations, because they're going to tell you what this missing piece is. There's a lot of hurt. You're going to comfort them. They're going to comfort you. There are also going to be some times when you're going to have some awkwardness. It's not going to feel great some of the time when you have these conversations. That's the wheel going backwards and forwards. But this all has to happen. There's nothing dramatic going to happen, but I think you're going to have a few conversations. And I think some things that you say and they say, they're not going to be pleasant, but they're going to clear the air, like this beautiful sky I'm seeing in this card.